Hey, good morning, everybody. This is day number, 47 of our Appalachian Trail through hike. And Dad and I are in Shenandoah National Park still, having a great time. We started really early this morning. It's been so hot the last couple days. We're trying to beat the heat. So we're trying to take advantage of that. He dropped me off at Black Rock Trailhead. He's going down to Sawmill Gap, and we're going to hike toward each other again today. We've been doing that. That's been working well for us. Really got blessed yesterday, halfway through at like mile 6 for both of us, because we did like 12 and a half. There was a camp store, and they sold cold Gatorades. So I ran up there and grabbed like 4 Gatorades, 2 for him, 2 for me, and a couple moon pies. When's the last time you had a moon pie? I haven't had one of those in a long time. But I met him down at the trail and gave him some cold Gatorade. He was blown away. So that was pretty cool. But today we're doing about 11 and a half. Just the way the parking areas fall out for us. That's the best mileage for us today. I'm at a place called Black Rock this morning, and it looks like that. Huge pile of rocks. And the cool thing is they said that this was covered by water at one time. They said it predated the Appalachian mountain range. So how do they know all that? Well, I don't have time to go into it. But there's material up here on top of this thing that is only found in oceans. And that's so cool. But man, it's just a huge pile of rocks. And they said eventually all those rocks are gonna break up, and it'll become mountainside. But I can't flip the video, but I'm gonna turn you around, just show you the valley too. So hopefully you got to see that, but just a beautiful place. So it's a really short walk. It's only about a 0.6. It is some uphill. But if you come to Shenandoah National Park, look for the Black Rock Trailhead. And it's a 0.6 hike up. And it's a beautiful view and just a really neat place to check out. So I'll try to show you some more down trail today. Hopefully we'll get some views. And trying to cover ground quick to beat the heat today. So that's my plan. So I'm going to turn this video off and start right back up, because there's a view ahead of me and I want to flip the camera around. Probably somebody's home saying you can flip it in the phone. I'm an idiot. I don't know how to do things. So I'll turn it off and catch you back on here in a second. Okay, we're right back. So this is the trail I'm walking up here. And it looks like there's going to be a view. I don't know. I'm sorry if there's not. But something else I want to mention to you while we're walking up here. You see that pillar right there? That's how they mark things in the park. And they put on there what you're heading toward or whatever, which is handy. I think I like Blazes better because they're a little more plain. Sorry, I got a bug on me. They're a little more plain to see, but anyway, they show you how to go. But as far as the view goes, let me try to look here and see. Well, look at that pine tree. Isn't that beautiful? That is awesome. And there's some rock field over there. And really, you can't see it as well as I can. I just don't understand. The human eye is so much better than any camera we could make. But there's a view there as well. And again, here's the backside of the rock field. So pretty cool thing to check out. So if you get a chance to get in Shenandoah National Park, I would encourage you to come check it out. But there's the view that way. And that's off toward Waynesboro, Virginia. So. Hey, good morning, everybody. This is day number 48 of our Appalachian Trail through hike. Dad has dropped me off at Rockfish Gap, and he's going up to Sawmill. I think it's Sawmill Gap. I can't remember. It's a parking area up there. And we're going to finish the Shenandoah National Park today. It's 105 miles long, and we will be completely done with it. And basically from the Pennsylvania line all the way down here to Waynesboro, Virginia, we will have done, plus our miles from Springer up through the Smokies. So we're getting it done, man, slowly but surely. And so today I think it's only like 10 and a half miles. We struggled, we wanted to do longer than that, but the problem is there's not a parking place on the Blue Ridge Parkway for like another 8 miles. And 18 was just a little aggressive for us today. We're feeling some aches and pains in our bodies. So we're going to do 14, I think, tomorrow. So we'll up our miles over the next 5. But we're going to try to just do 10 and a half today and then get some rest this afternoon and this evening. So trying to start earlier this morning because of heat is starting to become an issue. So we're trying to beat that. But we're doing pretty good. So thankful for Wayne Taylor and Robin Taylor, again, their hospitality. Still able to stay with them over at Elkton. And so that's been a blessing to us. So we're blessed by that. So I'm getting ready to cross over I-64 here, and I'll actually enter into the Shenandoah National Park. But again, we're done with it. I'm just hiking northbound today and Dad's southbound. But it's pretty cool to get this one checked off. Dad told me that yesterday, I think he said, if you'd have told me I was going to hike the length of Shenandoah National Park someday, I never would have believed it. So it's pretty neat to see how he's done things he never thought he would do. So I'm so proud of my dad and all he's accomplished. So I hope you're doing good today. I'm excited. I got some new shoes coming. Winkle, who has been following with us, I met her way down in Georgia, and she suggested the Olympus. She had them on. So Winkle, I got those. We've ordered them. I hope to have them Monday. So I'll be glad to get these Lone Peaks off my feet. I told somebody they ought to call them Every Rock, because that's exactly what you feel in a pair of Lone Peaks. You feel every rock. So it'd be cool to have some new shoes. But man, sun's shining. It's a beautiful day. I hope it's nice where you are. I'll try to show you some views if I get some today. So I'll see you down trail. Hey everybody, I think I showed you on the other end of Shenandoah National Park when Dad and I were in there a while ago, a permitting box, and that's what this is. And for people that are through hiking and staying in the park, you fill out a permit and put it in that box. I think you carry a copy with you to the other end too, and it's got all the information on here. So if you want to freeze the video and read that, you can. But that's something that both Shenandoah requires and Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Although the Great Smoky Mountain National Park charges you, I think, $20. And they also make you select dates, like a time frame that you're going to be walking through the park in. I think they give you like, 45-day window. So they're a little more, it's not strict. I don't want to say, because it's not, 45-day window is pretty broad, but, their requirements are a little more strict than Shenandoah. And I think it's great. You can't beat how accommodating they try to be. And I'll tell you what, in both parks, national parks, they've worked very hard to keep the trail in great shape too. So that's been nice. If I could have any corrective criticism for Shenandoah, it would be the blazes. There are some crucial turning points. There's a lot of trails in Shenandoah and that crisscross the AT. And the blaze placement isn't always the best. And then also their little pillars that they use don't always have the AT even on them. So I got confused several times, but that's a small, you know, that's just me looking for something to complain about. You know, it's not a big deal. They do a great job. Met a wonderful ridge runner here in Shenandoah called Easygoing, and just a great young guy, and just wonderful. I should have got a picture with him and I forgot to, but just a wonderful representative of the AT, and I'm thankful for people like that. So Smoky Mountains did a good job with trail condition, and so did Shenandoah. So kudos to the National Park System for their their treatment of the trail, and the clubs that are responsible inside those parks. Man, they're doing an awesome job, and thankful for them. So pretty cool. Sorry I'm out of breath. It's hard on me to walk. We're getting better at it though. So anyhow, I'll try to show you some more. All right, everybody. When you climb up out of Rockfish Gap and really get to the top of the hill, you've got a bunch of communication towers or something up here. And I found out just a moment ago that there's a castle just down over the hill that was owned by a family called the Scotts, and they still have rights to it today and right away and things like that. And they put these old tractor seats up here to sit on, because this used to be clear cut, what you're seeing here, and you could see straight down into Waynesboro, and they would come up here and they would watch the fireworks. And that's why all these tractor seats are here. They're not for through hikers. Through hikers think everything is for them. That's just how we think. But this was for the Scott family. And the land I'm on right here used to all be orchard. And it was actually donated, or the Scott family got it from the royal family in England. And I'm not sure which queen. The trail maintainer that told me all this didn't know which queen it was either. But how cool is that? That families used to come up here and sit on these tractor seats and watch the fireworks down over Waynesboro. Boy, that would be a sight to see, wouldn't it? If we could see it today. So anyhow, now they just have communication towers up here, and you have to climb one of those to see the fireworks now, I guess. So anyway, I thought that was a cool thing. Just wanted to share it with you. I'll show you some more stuff down trail. Good morning, everybody. This is day number 49 of our Appalachian Trail through hike. Dad and I are just south of Shenandoah National Park today, hiking from Rockfish Gap down to a place called Dripping Rock. It's like a parking area there. So it's about 14.5 mile day that we're doing today. And it's supposed to be really warm today, like up in around 90. Although this morning it's really overcast and it's breezy. So I hope that's kind of rules the day, man. But anyway, we're out of Shenandoah National Park. This is the southern kind of terminus of that. And we're hiking along the Blue Ridge Parkway. So my hope is that there'll be some views for me to show you. And if there are, I'll get the camera out and try to give you a shot of that and see what's going on and check that out. So here we are at they got a little information sign here. This sign right here that you see is, they're saying there's bear activity in the area, and they give you information about how not to, what to do about interacting with them. So I wouldn't mind seeing a bear from afar, but not up close if I can avoid it. But anyway, so that's what we're doing today. So happy Sunday. Today's a Sunday. Today's Pentecost Sunday. So happy Sunday to everybody. Dad and I prayed this morning for all of our churches and for our friends. God would bless them. So hope you have a good day. Hope everything goes well. We're doing well. My knee's feeling some better. I told you about my toenail saga I mean, they're still bad, but I haven't made anything worse. So, although Dad, I think, he kicked a rock yesterday that was hanging out of the trail. It was still stuck in the ground really well, and I think he bruised one of his, but I think he'll be okay. So, but anyway, you get bumps and bruises out here. As I told you, we're getting some new shoes. That's exciting. So anyhow, we're having a good time. We should go over 450 miles today. So that's exciting for us as well. So we're trying to make bigger miles every day that we can. So we'll see. Thanks for watching along. Hope you have a good day at home. This is a really welcome sight to hikers. Just to find a place where you can get some water. It's been really dry up in Shenandoah National Park in this part of the trail. So to have a stream where you can get some water, that's a huge deal. Now, I've seen a ton of trail magic and trail magic is where people that want to support hikers will leave something at a roadside. They may leave it there and unattended, or they may stay with it, you know. But I've seen a bunch of packs of water, bottles of water left at road crossings, so hikers could just grab that. So man, what a big blessing to hikers to get a little trail magic. So, but thought you'd like to see that stream. It's pretty. Sounds so nice out here. But pretty cool to be able to get you some water like that. So anyway, already starting to get real muggy, so gonna be a warm one for sure. Hey everybody, this is something that's really neat out here along the Appalachian Trail. This is an old home place. So a house sat here. You can see it was small. I would guess, let's see, maybe 15 feet this way, and maybe only another 9 or so feet the other way. It's a very small home. But when they put the Blue Ridge Parkway in, I don't know if this family was affected then, but when they put the Blue Ridge Parkway in, they displaced a ton of families up here. People are still mad about it. There's a memorial down in Elkton with the names of all the people that were displaced by, I think, Skyline Drive and the Parkway. So I don't know if this was one that was affected or not. I'll have to try to research that. But how cool is that, man? To think that, you know, I don't know, 100, 150 years ago, maybe longer, somebody's hands were putting all these stones in place, and they were so excited to have a house. And now, all these years later, this is what remains. You know, it's a good spiritual principle. Proverbs says that one man builds and another man tears down. And, you know, what are you working for? One of these days, your house is going to be like this, and it won't matter. Jesus said, lay up treasure not on earth, but in heaven, you know. So good principle here, good illustration, and so neat to see along the trail. And I'd love to run a metal detector in here. I bet they'd arrest me if I did. I love to do metal detecting, but man, that'd be cool. So neat. Just wanted to show you that. If I see any more home places, I'll try to show those to you as well. This is another thing that's interesting. I imagine families had plots, cemetery plots, and when the parkway went through, they probably were affected as well, I assume. Again, I don't know a lot of history about these, but just reminds you that life was thriving along here at one time. Boy, how things change. So anyway, kind of neat to see, and pretty cool stuff along the trail today. Well, everybody, check this out. This is just below a shelter that I just took a picture of. And boy, if you were staying in that shelter, you could get all the water you wanted. You could come down and soak your feet. Might even take a little bath if you wanted to. But pretty cool place. So this kind of stuff's just priceless, man, when you're hiking. Even for day hikers, you know, if you want to come through and take a dip, get cooled off, pretty cool. So, well, folks, I just came up a 4-mile climb that about killed me. But boy, here's the view from the top. And out that direction is where I've come from today, I believe. And over the mountains down there be Waynesboro and in that area. So what a beautiful day, man. The breeze is blowing up here. The sun's gone behind the clouds. They forecast 92 down in the city today. I don't know what it is up on the mountain, but it's pretty warm. I'm gonna stop here for a second and get some water. But beautiful day, beautiful day. Well, everybody, we're down here in Elkton at the Blue Ridge Memorial for all the people that were displaced with the creation of Shenandoah National Park and Skyline Drive. And there's all the names. There's all the families. It wasn't just a few people that lost their homes. There were dozens and dozens that were displaced to form Shenandoah National Park. And that's one of the things they don't tell you here about how we've gotten some things done in our nation. It came at a cost of other people losing everything. And some of these families were forced to watch their own homes be burned when they were displaced. And Calvin Coolidge, on May 22nd, 1926, authorized the creation of Shenandoah National Park. And then President Herbert Hoover, in 1932, ordered the start of Skyline Drive. And it was that if your home was in the direct path of Skyline Drive, you'd be displaced. Well, the new director of Park Services in 1934 said everybody's got to go. And here's a little family. It's a picture. They were children when their home was burned, and they were forced to watch. And they returned in 41 years later to sit by the old fireplace. It's at Simmons Gap, and you hike right through Simmons Gap up on Skyline Drive. And the chimney now has fallen into rubble since that picture. But it really is sad. I told Dad it reminds me a lot of Andrew Jackson and his treatment of the Cherokee Indians, and just displaced them, and just, that's where the Trail of Tears took place, was under his administration. So it's horrific, the injustices that have happened in our nation. And I know there's that say, well, we have a wonderful park. Well, we do, but it came on the backs of these people right here for us to have that. So nothing free, folks. Nothing's free. So I'm not trying to be political or whatever. I'm just trying to be right, And they created, what they call them, homestead communities. Small farms and homes were constructed just outside the park boundaries. And 51 families from Rockingham counties were settled north of Elkton in those homestead communities. Anyway, it just there's things in life that aren't right, and I'm thankful this memorial's here. It ought to remind us that if we're going to do something, we ought to do it right. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. So Dad wanted to come here this evening. So this is the end of day 49 for us. And again, this is in Elkton, Virginia. If you ever get a chance to come to Elkton, this is right across the street from the Dairy Queen. So easy to find, but it's the Blue Ridge Heritage Memorial, I believe is what it's called. So you can come check it out. So anyway, I hope you're having a good evening. And if nobody's burning your house down in front of you, be thankful tonight, because it happened to some folks here. So anyway, we'll see you tomorrow.